Since the introductory preview video for FirstClass 12 was made, there have been some significant changes to the user interface, and we are almost ready to roll out to beta and provide access to more people for broader feedback and review. This video is going to highlight some of the more significant changes. First, the login screen. The system administrator will configure the default server, which in this case is localhost, and any number of other FirstClass 12 enabled servers. Let's choose my demo server and log in. The user ID and password are no longer stored in the browser. The first thing I want to point out is that the display of any open container is now dependent on browser window width rather than screen resolution. If I resize the window to a width that is less than 1280 pixels, note how the container snaps to the entire width and the focused 2-pane view. Resizing back out will revert to the 4-pane view. Similarly, if you reduce the vertical size, the sidebar widgets will reduce accordingly. You can see the entire widget by clicking on one of the expand buttons. The mailbox is now threaded, just like conferences and community feeds are. The up and down arrows on your keyboard will move through your messages without having to use a mouse. The mailbox now supports a number of different filter actions. You can filter on incoming or inbox, unread messages, outgoing or your outbox, or unsent or drafts. Subfolders are more obvious and accessible. The little folder icon, when clicked, expands to show any subfolders or containers. If I open a container here that has subfolders, you'll know immediately if any of them have any unread items. Here I see in this conference I have one container with unread items. Printing is now wired up, and you can see that full HTML email is printing and supported beautifully. The watched item has been changed to updates. Here you can see now we are shown any invitations that you have received along with any watched items that have been updated. The watched items now show the name of the item being watched instead of the container that it is in. Clicking on the watched item will take you directly there. We still have a number of items that need to be wired up before we can release to beta, but as you can see, some great progress has been made.